time here, it's just amazing, isn't it? So my name is Charlotte Green, I'm from Galway in Wexford. I'm in the business 16 months now. I've qualified national marketing director in 9 months. The reason I joined the business was out of desperation. We were on the verge of losing our home before I joined. We threatened the repossession of our home. So the month before I joined, the month I joined, I seen a post by Natalie Young, who's my upline, on Facebook, just asking people to work online. So I contacted her and just kind of ran with it really. Started getting promotions quite quickly, started building my team, some of my girls over there now. What this business has done for me is just unreal. To come up here on the stage now is actually crazy. I was at the Super Saturday last January here, and I didn't want to get on stage for SD. I was like, Sheena, I just didn't want to. I was like, just hiding from Simon so he wouldn't ask me any questions. It's just like a complete honour to be asked to host here at the moment. Really, really excited for 2017. 2016 was an amazing year. I won Rising Star of the Year in Ireland in November. We were actually here in this room as well. And we sat at a table and we had there's loads of people, I think some of the girls are here that were nominated too. It was an amazing night. And I'm so excited for 2017, so excited for January. And I'd like to introduce now my first guest speaker, who is Elaine. Elaine is from Athlone and has built a very successful Juice Plus business, which last year was nominated for our Business of the Year award by the Athlone Chamber of Commerce. Coming from a traditional background, Elaine has seen firsthand the massive investment and the ongoing overhead associated with being in business. So when she was introduced to the Juice Plus franchise, she immediately saw that with no investment, no stock, and huge potential, she could develop a business that could offer her family financial freedom. Elaine has recently cut her ties with her conventional business to concentrate on Juice Plus solely, and she will now introduce for us the unique business opportunity that is the Juice Plus franchise. Please welcome Elaine Allen.
Good morning, good afternoon guys. Thanks Mina, thank you very, very much for that lovely introduction. I feel like it's a marathon run coming up there, it's a bit like your wedding day, go down the aisle. Anyhow, my name is Elaine Allen, and this morning I was asked to talk about a unique business opportunity. I suppose just for a moment guys, we're leaving 2016, it's a really exciting time, the beginning of the year. As I come into the room today, you know, so we're leaving 2016, 2017 is definitely landed, so we're the 7th of the month. It's time to get going. Those resolutions, those goals that you put in your head on New Year's Eve, you know, it's time to get moving on them. It's time to take yourself serious. And, you know, we all should look back on 2016 and take the win-wins of life. Your business, your personal, whatever it is. But there's wins in every day, and there's wins in every week, and there's wins in every month. It could be small. So I always bring them forward with me to a new year. And as I stand to talk about the business opportunity, I say goodbye, yes, to 2016 with lots and lots of different wins. But the biggest win for me this heading into 2017, what I've taken from, what I've learned from 2016 is that I had the most unique Christmas ever in 22 years. I spent absolutely quality time with my family that I haven't done in a long number of years, because I come from traditional business, and in my business, Christmas time is such a really, really busy time. So as I took on my Christmas holidays with the kids and my family, I completely switched off. And I spoke to someone when I came in today. We forget to switch off. We think that running 100 miles an hour is meant to be what life is about. And that when you're stressed, when you're under pressure, when you're running, when life doesn't change, that's the way it's meant to be. But it's actually not. It's when you do switch off, and when you do sit down with your family, and my two little kids are 6 and 8, and you listen to them calling your name, and you listen to their stories, and you sit in the moment, that's what's important. And I got that this year. And it's something that you cannot buy, but it's something that drives you forward. So, a unique Christmas, and how or why or how did that happen for me? And there's a reason why. Because I sat here 2 years ago and I took myself serious. I decided I wanted something more and something different from my life. I wasn't 100% happy. Everything was fine, I was ticking along, I was busy, I was stressed, it was fine, it was life. But I wanted something a little bit more, something for me, something going forward for the next 5, the next 10 years. I didn't want to be the same as I had been for the previous 5 or 10 years. And I decided to commit to my goal that day. I decided to take the fear that was absolutely inside me, like a shake, and I'm up here today talking. I decided to feel it, I decided to take it, and I decided to do it anyway. Because there's only going to be one person that was going to change my life on the 10th of January that year, and that was me. So how did I do it? I took this really, really serious. And next. Maybe this one too. No, okay. So I took what I saw up on the screen really, really serious. I've been involved in business about 5 or 6 months, getting on great, absolutely love the product. You heard the testimonials up here. We hear so many of them. It's just fantastic. I was getting great benefits. But I suppose what I was doing was I was going back to my restaurant and catering business, and I was really putting all my time and energy into that. And I decided, you know what, let's have a look at a different option for me. But very quickly, with my restaurant and catering business, I worked very, very long hours. So I was probably putting in about 60 or 70 hours a week. That's normal. I never counted my hours. I just did what had to be done to get it done. I had a huge capital investment, a lot of financial pressure, because every morning I woke up in debt. I owe the banks, I had to pay my staff, so I had to fight for turnover. So I had to go out there and try and pay my bills. And that gets you after a period of time, especially when you have 2 young kids and you want to be at home with them, but you really need to be in work to cover your costs. A lot of staff commitments. We had 17 staff at the time. Myself and Lee were flat out trying to keep them all happy, trying to motivate them, trying to get them to turn up for work every day. So that's pressure in itself. We were motivated, but not your staff always aren't so motivated for you. Turnover pressure, as I mentioned, holidays for the boss. I'm really, really lucky. I get to work with my sister every day, and she let me go off on holidays now and again. But like, the boss doesn't get a lot of holidays. You get a week here, a week there. You're raised to get the holiday, and you're raised when you come back. And so holidays are a minimum when you work for yourself. I had no freedom. I couldn't take a half day. I couldn't go to the gym on a Saturday or go to the kids' football match. I had to work every Saturday. That's just it. So I was totally constricted by my life. I couldn't. My kids were getting older and they wanted to go horse riding, but I couldn't bring them on a Saturday because I had to work. That's just the way it was. I had no freedom. We had to get in my type of business. You need to reinvest in your equipment, in your restaurant, do it up. So it was constant reinvestment, which we had done over 9 years ago. We spent a lot of money. But that's, you have to keep refreshing things, so there's a lot of money. So basically you just work and work and work. You're a great girl, you're fantastic, you're working every hour God gave you, and the cycle continues, and you go on to workaholic and an entrepreneur at the same time. And I suppose that's what I grew up with. My family coming from a tradition of running their own businesses, a tradition of entrepreneurs, and a tradition of hard workers, which is great, but it was beginning to get to me. I kind of had enough of it. I'd done it for 22 years, and I thought, how many more hours do I have to give this before I get a bit of time freedom with a bit of financial freedom? There's no point in having time and not having any money to spend it. There's no point in having loads of money but having no time to enjoy it. It's a catch-22. When I saw the Juice Plus franchise, I knew nothing. I could barely work a laptop. I never spoke publicly in my life. I didn't know what a clicker was. I had to go online and buy one. I didn't need any of those things. But what I saw in the franchise that I didn't have a lot of time. Like, time was a major factor for me. But I knew that, as Dawn McCahey had said to me, you do this time in your own business. You manage your time. If you have half an hour to give this business, give it that. Do it every single day. So I could do this business in my own time. The freedom, I could work anywhere. On my phone, my laptop, I didn't have to sit in an office. I didn't have to physically turn up to work every single day. So I knew I had that freedom, and I knew I had the freedom to build a worldwide business as well, which is massive coming from a girl who was born, bred and reared in Athlone and has really never been outside the town. So that was a great option for me as well. Financial, there was no financial risk, but I had an option to earn a full-time income from very little time. That to me was absolutely fantastic, to think that I can actually earn a full-time income from this business without giving it 60 hours a week. Whereas I'm giving this business over here 80 hours a week and we're struggling to pay the bills. That was really, really, you know, important as well. The opportunities that the company gives us, the opportunities that we give ourselves in this business. We can travel, we can build a team, we can sit at home and do nothing, or we can go out there and do anything we absolutely want. We don't have a boss. It's absolutely, completely up to us. But that opportunity is there for every person, and then you can help someone else to come along and build their life as well. Team. When you work for yourself and you're the boss, it's kind of tough because you have to call the shots. You have to tell one of the girls that they can't have that day off, or they have to turn into work when they don't feel so well. And you know, you don't have a lot of friends in work. And when you go out and night out with them, you have to behave. You are the boss. So what I liked about the business and what really attracted me was that I was going to have a team of friends that I could work with and have fun with and go out and have a laugh. And I just thought, this is fantastic. I'm not their boss. I don't tell them what to do. We work together. We help one another. And that's really, really important that you get involved with that team spirit. And it's such a positive environment as well. Personal development. Really, I just knew how to work. And I just knew how to turn up for work and manage my company and my staff through basically a little bit of college and just learning it as I went along. I never done anything about my own personal development. I didn't give myself an awful lot of time or think about it very much. But in this business, it's something we need to work on an awful lot. And it's something I really appreciate because I genuinely couldn't stand up here today unless I worked on myself. And it's to do with your fear factor. It's to do with what if they say, what if I can't, what if I make a mistake? What if it doesn't work? That doesn't matter. What matters is how you feel and what you want to do and what you want to make out of life. It doesn't matter about the noise in your head or what you think other people think. They don't pay your bills. They don't live your life. That's totally up to you. And that's where personal development comes in. And if there's anything about this business, it's a little bit like running a marathon. As I was talking to a girl the other night, 90% is in your head, 10% is on the plan. It's very like that in this business. 90% is in our head, guys. If you absolutely want to do anything in life, you will. The plan is there. It's bomb-proof and it's duplicated plan, but you've got to decide you want it. And that's what I had to learn. And that was that day when I sat here and said, yes, if they can do it, I can do it. And why not me? So we need to work really, really hard on that. Our unique franchise, and to me, we have a fantastic franchise because we have all the advantages of any franchising. And we're coming up here today and we're talking about the small businesses. And you know, we were very unfortunate, or maybe fortunate, that we had to close our business because a lot of the franchise businesses, the Starbucks, the Costa Coffees, they're all winning the game now because they've got a franchise, they've got a name. Which is plus, we also have a franchise, we also have a name that's marketed out there, we've got a brand name, we've a global company. That's absolutely massive. If I was to try and franchise my restaurant operation, it would cost me an awful lot of money. If I want to take out a Starbucks or a Costa Coffee franchise in the morning, it costs me about 250,000. 60 euros and you've got your juice plus franchise. There's a big, big difference. There's none of the disadvantages of regular franchising. We've no capital investment, we have no headaches, we've no employees, and we've no wages to pay on a Friday.